Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning America Health. Upper limb spasticity affects close to 1 million people in the U.S., but for many, the condition remains a mystery. That's why actor Henry Winkler has joined up with the Open Arms campaign.
The Fonz get serious about a new medical technique that could help a lot of people.
I am now the spokesperson for a new campaign called Open Arms.
Open Arms.
Open Arms.
OpenArmsCampaign.com.
New campaign that's hoping that you will open your arms to raise awareness.
The Open Arms campaign provides the opportunity to get the word out about upper limb spasticity, but also about stroke.
We have got the Fonz on the line. Well, and you're coming to Houston for that very reason.
Actor Henry Winkler.
I'm here for this fabulous expo.
He was there to raise awareness for a condition that actually left his mother disabled.
Right now, he's joining us live to talk about his new cause.
And we're glad that you're here in Denver. It's Henry Winkler.
So tell us why you're in town today.
Henry Winkler is here in Denver to help raise awareness about a cause that is very close to his heart, the Open Arms campaign. Hold on to my freedom.
No one has appeared on this broadcast more often than Mark McEwen, who was a regular on The Early Show and CBS This Morning for 15 years. Last fall, our friend and colleague was struck down by a devastating illness, but he was determined to prove that his career and his life were not over. Last November, Mark suffered a massive stroke. It almost killed him. For 4 days, Mark hung near death. The blood clot that caused the stroke had blocked precious oxygen from his brain. If and when he recovered, he'd be starting over. First, he was confined to a wheelchair. Then, he moved to a walker.
I don't need any more.
He struggled to regain the use of his right hand. Like an Olympic athlete at the games he covered, Mark fought back.
Millionaire.
Progress was measured in a series of simple triumphs. A good friend of ours always used to ask us, "What do you know for sure?" Mark now has the answer.
All this is an illusion.
The house,
the fame, the fortune,
right.
What we do.
Yeah.
What is important is family and friends. That's what I know.
What is the most important thing you want people to know about what you've been through?
Well, I want to do for strokes like Lance Armstrong did for cancer victims.
Right.
I want people to know that this doesn't discriminate, but I want people also to know that you can come back.
You can come back.
Stroke. Here are the warning signs. Act fast. Face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of the face droop? Arms. Ask the person to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downward? Speech. Ask the person to repeat a simple phrase. Is their speech slurred? Time. If you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately.
Many times, speed kills, but in some cases, speed is crucial. If someone is having a stroke, you need to think fast.
Face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of the face droop? Arms. Ask the person to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downward? Speech. Ask the person to repeat a simple phrase. Is their speech slurred? Time. If you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately.
A possible stroke requires emergency action by skilled ambulance staff who are trained in stroke care. Catch it before it catches you.
Life goes by fast. Don't let a stroke cut it short. In the event of a stroke, remember the FAST model. Face. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of the face droop? Arms. Ask the person to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downward? Speech. Ask the person to repeat a simple phrase. Is their speech slurred or strange? Time. If you observe any of these signs, call 911 immediately.
Daytime TV star Susan Lucci and her husband Helmut Huber have been working together to reduce Helmut's stroke risk since he was diagnosed with the condition just over a decade ago. Now the two are teaming up to launch a new national program, Facing AFib Gets Serious About Stroke, to help educate America about the condition.
We were shocked when we first found out that my husband Helmut had atrial fibrillation and could be at increased risk of stroke. That's why we felt it was so important for us to participate in Facing AFib, a new national program to increase awareness and education about AFib and stroke. By visiting facingafib.com, patients and loved ones can learn about the condition, its potential risks, and discover steps they can take to get serious about stroke. More than 2 million Americans are living with a type of irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib.
AFib is a serious condition where a blood clot can form in the heart, travel to the brain, causing a stroke. Strokes associated with AFib can be nearly twice as deadly or severely disabling as other types of stroke. The good news is this risk can be significantly reduced.
That's why when I found out that the leading man in my life had AFib, I made a pledge to learn everything I could to understand the condition, to work with his doctor to manage it.
My wife Susan and I, along with my doctor, worked together as a team to reduce my risk of stroke. We want you to do the same by joining us.
Visit facingafib.com to take the pledge.